All right, what's up, everyone? So I'm doing this on my microphone this way. You guys don't get no background noises. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I'm not too sure, but so I was gonna do this video before Christmas, before the holiday, when I first heard about it. But I decided to wait. You know, it's holidays, Christmas time. I didn't want to ruin anybody's Christmas for those that watches this. Anybody from the Bay Area knows what I'm talking about. Bay Area news. I don't know too much about this incident. I know quite a few of them. Like just recently, all within these holidays, there was a three-car DUI incident, and there was a chase DUI chase with three different individuals. There was quite a few DUI incidents going on, and the one particular one I want to talk about, I want to see what you guys think because there was a little conversation afterwards. So it might be a little lengthy video, but let me know in the comments in the live chat as well as in the comments once the video ends, please. Uh, so there was an incident, and please, you know, I call it an incident, not an accident. Uh, there was an incident about a week, somewhere around a week. Anybody knows more about this, please type it in the comments and in the live chat if you're on the live chat. Uh, there was an incident in the Bay Area. I don't know what part of the Bay Area, but I know there was an incident about a mom. She was driving under the influence. And well, let me rewind. I want to rewind. So a few years ago, there was an incident in Merced County where a mom ran into a tree, killed her daughter, and that was a DUI incident. She was under the influence and while over the limit. And then, so now fast forwarding to this incident, it happened in the Bay Area. She, this lady was driving. She had two daughters in the car. I'm not sure their ages, but she had two daughters in the car. And I'm not sure. I think she raked into another family. One of her daughters, she was drinking and driving. She wrecked, I think, into another family, if I'm correct. If I'm not anybody from the Bay Area that heard about this, please type it in. But one of her daughters went to uh, the hospital in critical condition. Another one of her daughter died from this incident. And see, the conversation about this was the person that was telling me, you know, he was telling me, you know, the DA wants to go after her for 26 years. And when he was telling me this, he goes, I don't think that's right. He was telling me, I don't, you know, her own self-conscious, her own grief, she should need therapy and grief for knowing the fact that she, the word he used is kind of harsh, but knowing the fact she murdered her daughter. Not purposely, but in a way, it is kind of purposely, the way I explained it. Here's no, I don't think, you know, she should do any time. You know, she got enough time in her lifetime of grief, knowing she's the reason why, you know, her daughter passed away and her other daughter's in the hospital. So I want to rewind a few years ago. I did a speech with this lady. Yeah, I did a few speeches, but I did this one speech, and this lady was talking about how she was the reason why her dad died, and it was at this high school, and it was a powerful speech. She said, you know, it was her last year of serving where she was at, and she came up to me. We were talking. You know, the correction officer let her come up and talk to me, and she was saying the truth of the matter is no matter, it doesn't matter how much time she had. There's no time that can replace her dad. There's no time that can replace what happened to her dad and why it happened to her dad. So her own grief was within. She didn't care how much time she had, but she did have help. She did have therapy in there. But okay, now fast forward to this situation, this conversation I was having with the individual that was telling me about it. He was saying he thinks that the mom shouldn't get no time because she got your own self eternal, you know, grief and stuff she has to deal with. But when you break it down, if you really think about it, if she didn't get behind the wheel with their daughters in the car while behind the wheel. Period. I don't know what happened to the family in the other car, but she didn't. The main thing that caught my attention that she sent one daughter to the hospital in critical condition. The other daughter passed away because of this. But if she didn't, get in the car under the influence driving, this would have never happened. Period. So, bottom line, she is the cause of her daughter passing away. She is the reason why her other daughter is in critical condition. Like I said, I don't know their ages. I don't know. I have no clue about details. Um, the only thing I know is a little bit. He was telling me he had it playing in the background. I was trying to listen, but he was talking over it. I know there's far more details in the news. I'm not sure we're out in the Bay Area. I tried asking him, but he was talking, so he didn't get it either. But anyways, uh, right before Christmas time, now the family has to deal with grief. What grief for Christmas, right? Way to coming to Christmas, especially for the mom, knowing that she sent one daughter in the hospital that she couldn't be there with, and another daughter passed away. Uh, Again, another tragic DUI story. Uh, Man, it just. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think she should just have to worry about therapy and getting her mind straight, dealing with grief, and serve no time for being the cause that her daughter passed away and her other daughter was in in the hospital for her own reason, her own selfish act? Me personally, I can't call it. I can't call it because I wasn't. I've never been on that side of the shoe. I was unfortunately I was on the other side. I don't really like calling myself a victim. To be honest with you, I don't like calling myself a victim because I'm not a victim. But was I a victim of circumstance? Yeah, no. My family is more a victim of circumstance because I was up front and all the tidal waves, all the emotions, all the PTSD, yeah, that they're going through, all the trauma. I mean, it was so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. This till this day, we're still getting impacted with on a daily, every day, especially when I hear sirens. But this story is about what do you guys think about this situation? Should she get the full 26 years, or should she be pretty much a slap in the hand and just get counseling, or both? Me personally, I honestly I don't know. I can't call this, but it's just that situation. So with that said, I want to talk a little bit about my situation. Like I said, this would be kind of like a two-part video because I haven't made any videos, and timing-wise, to get somebody to record me and post it is the issue at the moment. But um, a little bit about faith since it's Friday. It's crazy because after my incident and after I survived, I lived. Uh, for those that don't know, I passed away 3 times. I was revived 3 times with the electric machines, whatever you call that stuff. I was in a coma. I was, when I woke up, I literally woke up to the doctor telling my family that take me off the machine, pull the plug on me because there's no chance of me living. Medically, there was no chance. And then everybody tripped out. Then I woke up again, hearing the doctor saying, with all his brain damage, he's not going to have no memory. Again, another thing I proved wrong. Well, I proved wrong so many different ways. I'm so blessed. I'm been honestly, I think I've been gifted by my faith, by God, by me. Okay, and I see things differently now. And it's crazy because yes, the accident left me blind, it left me amputee, and so much more. Just the basics of it. But being that I'm blind now, I see things I didn't see before. I hold on. So I see things that I didn't see before in the past. Uh, I it's yeah, I'm blind, but it's crazy when I say I see things differently. It's not like literally physically wise, but in a whole different light, in a whole different way. You know, my path was changed because somebody selfish at. Uh, but I was blessed and I was lucky to live 42 years of my life, being able to enjoy life, being able to see, being able to work, being able to do so many things. But now it's crazy because I hear in their voice, I can hear when somebody smiling sincerely. I can hear like their inner, I don't know how to explain it, but like their inner soul, their inner conscience, their inner, it's crazy because I hear it, I hear it in their voice. I can hear it behind their smile. If their smile is fake, I can hear their smile is fake. If their smile is real, I can hear, like I feel it. When somebody's next to me, it's like I feel their vibe. They can not even say a word, but I feel their vibe. And it's a trip. I can tell when somebody's sincere. I can tell when somebody's lying, and and I put it to the test. And so far, I haven't been wrong. So far that I know of, anyways. And it's just crazy. They say your senses hyphens. Once you lose one sense. For example, me, I lost my eyesight. I lost half of my taste buds. I lost a big part of my smelling. But did my hearing hyphen? No. Did my feel hyphen? No. The only difference is you paid more attention to it. That's the only difference. And and I just, it's almost like I can tell when I'm talking to somebody when they're in pain, even though they're hiding it. You can tell like they're hiding it. I don't say nothing because I don't know. I just guess not my place. And then if I do, when I'm talking to somebody, they just pretty much shut down and say I'm full of shit. Um, but it's just it's just a trip because the way I look at things now differently. You just gotta have faith. You know, Bottom line is it doesn't matter who you believe in. It doesn't matter if it's Buddhism or whatever you call them. You don't care. All he cares about is love, uh, trust. He just doesn't matter what you call him. He doesn't care. You're already forgiven. Plain and simple. You're already forgiven. Doesn't mean go do stuff on purpose through your free will because you will judge yourself at the end of the day. But love, that's what he is. Plain and simple. He's love. So have faith. Don't lose it. And I'm gonna go ahead in the video there. I don't want this video to be too long because I can go on. Trust me, my mind, the way my mind works at 1,000 miles an hour, it's hard to shut it off. I can have like 10 different conversations all at once. It's crazy because when I have visitors and stuff, sometimes, back in the days, they'd be talking to me and we have a full conversation. And not everybody, but sometimes, they'll just get up and walk away in the middle of talking. And somebody comes up, who are you talking to? I'm like, I'm talking to such and such. Oh, they walked away. All right. Back in the days when I had my eyesight, that would never happen. But, and it's crazy because sometimes I get overwhelmed because a lot of people be talking and I don't know, nobody's talking to me. And when somebody is talking to me, they're like, hey, such and such talking to you. Okay. I didn't know that. Everybody's talking to each other. So I just get lost in my own thoughts, to try and block out all the noise and stuff. That's why I love playing music, even more so now. And playing music, learning how to DJ and all that, I lost track of the music I love, oldies. So I want to be coming up and start playing oldies again, but so much. Like I said, I'm just rambling at this point. But unfortunately, there's more tragic DUIs, things that happen during this holidays. And the holidays ain't even over yet. But that was the main one that caught my ear that I heard about that I really wanted to speak about, and so much more. So this kind of video of both. Talk about a little bit about faith, a little bit about this DUI incident. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, you guys. Make sure you be safe out there for the holidays. Watch your surroundings. Don't drink and drive because it's not a joke. You might have done it 1,000 times, but it doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to make it home because all it takes that one time. Literally, all it takes that one time. So, with that said, you guys, I want to go ahead and end this video here. Make sure you tell your loved ones you love them before you leave your house because you're not guaranteed to make it home. Be a blessing. Stay blessed. I'm out. Good night.